It's always a moment of immense pleasure and honor to welcome you all. So on behalf of MEMO, we thank you, and we hope that you find today's discussions fruitful. Now, we met here about 6 months ago in this very hall to discuss the 25th anniversary of the Oslo Accords. And nothing could have prepared us for what followed. Less than 3 days after we concluded that event, one of our speakers, Jamal Khashoggi, was murdered in Istanbul. And so I must take this opportunity to honor his memory and to pay tribute to his outstanding work over the years. Despite his vast interest and concerns, Jamal had a special interest in Palestinian affairs. And it was not a coincidence that his last public event or appearance was at an event on Palestine. He was one of the first journalists in the region to visit Marj al-Zuhur in 1992, when 415 Palestinians were forcibly expelled from their homes to the snow-filled mountains in Lebanon. Jamal was there, reporting on their plight and their suffering and their misery. So today we want to revisit some of the themes that he discussed over the years. Fundamental rights, human rights, freedoms, rule of law. And there's no doubt that the rights which were promised in the Balfour Declaration to the Palestinian people remain unfulfilled today. And the rights which were promised in the unilateral declaration of Israel's independence in 1948 have been negated. That declaration says we will uphold and fulfill the rights of all our citizens without distinction to race, religion, and sex. This is what their declaration says, or said in 1948. And as we discuss, you see the issue of Palestinian citizens of Israel today and the nation-state law, we would see the vast gap between what was promised in 1948 and what exists today, and what awaits the Palestinian community in the years ahead. So we have deliberately chosen this occasion, this timing in the post-election period to discuss these issues and to bring here renowned academics from the United States, from Belgium, from Israel itself, and across the United Kingdom, to share their thoughts and their expertise with us. This event, therefore, may uncover some uncomfortable truths, some worrying trends that exist. As children are continually being taught that the Palestinians in Israel are a demographic threat. In their textbooks, this is being taught. So what future does it hold for that community when they are seen as a threat or the enemy within? See, we would look at this. But there are other trends which are disturbing and worrying. That only 18 of the 120 parliamentarians who were elected to the Knesset, only 18 believe in what is called the two-state solution. Only 18. Or support it, rather. And from the elections itself, we see that there has been a significant drop in participation from 63.5% in 2015 to 49% in 2019. As if to say, well, there's no need to participate. What are we participating in? This process will not deliver anything for us. And perhaps, and I'll conclude with this observation, that the most worrying factor in all of this, in this scenario, is that the dream, the plan of an exclusive state is almost complete. A demographic majority, a state that is open to Jews all over, and a state that affords unique rights to the Jewish people only. These are the three pillars of what is envisaged to be the exclusive Jewish state. And so the future of the Palestinian citizens of this state remain threatened and in doubt. I conclude, and I trust that our distinguished speakers, our guest, Professor Massad, you would hear from him, and Dr. Jabalreen, and all the others from Europe, our friend David and Jonathan Cook, he's also will speak. You will hear, you see, first-hand accounts, very analytical and coherent analyses of what exists today. So I thank you and wish you a fruitful day. Thank you very much.